Hey, how y'all doing? So, it's Wisdom Talk with the Phoenix, me. I'm the Phoenix. um, I gave y'all a video on the ingredients of a husband. So it's only right, it's only fitting that I give you the ingredients of a wife, okay? Like I've said in a number of videos, there are people out here applying for the role of husband and they don't meet the qualifications of a husband. And vice versa, there are women out here applying for the role of wife and they don't meet the qualifications of a wife. A wife and a baby mama are not created equal. I'm not even gonna touch that. Not today. Okay? So, let's get right into it. The ingredients of a wife. First ingredient. Some of these are interchangeable, by the way. Husband or wife. Sometimes they're just good characteristics of a good quality individual. Okay? She's kind, considerate, respectful, and nice. There are a lot of mean-spirited women out here. It's some straight-up evil women. They just don't know how to talk to nobody, don't know how to encourage nobody. You can't tell me, sis, I love you, but you can't tell me I want a man, and when you get one, you dog them, you treat them bad, you poke them and provoke them, and you want to hit them, and you don't know how to encourage them, and you talk to them crazy, you talk down on them. You don't want a man. No, you are mean. Fellas, stay away from these mean women. They hurt. Men have feelings too. That hurts, okay? Nobody want no mean woman. Not like that, okay? Next ingredient. She's a great listener. She knows how to shut up. Ladies, it's no secret we are talkative. Our minds, we're attacked in the mind. A lot of times we have to talk things out. Adam and Eve in the garden, Adam was working, Eve was talking. Great fall. It's important as a woman, you know when to shut up and listen. Especially if you got a man who can lead. He know what he doing. He got his shit together. He's the quality, the husband quality. It's important that you know when to shut the hell up sometimes. It's like, for me, as wise as I am and intelligent as I am, when you meet me in person, if you meet me for the first time, I ain't doing a lot of talking. People who know me, they always, after they've met me and talked to me for a little bit and they hear all the wisdom, I didn't know that. I didn't know you were so smart. That's because you don't never ask me. I just sit and listen to you majority of the time. And what you find is when you can shut up and listen, people will tell you everything you need to know about them if you just let them talk. Because they'll talk their way in some shit and talk their way out of other stuff. And you like, if you just listen to them, they'll tell you exactly how they are, who they are, if you just sit and listen. Fellas, the good quality of a woman, she know how to sit, listen. Next ingredient, she can follow directions and she can lead. So it's important to have somebody in your corner that know when it's time to lead. I got my kids, I know when to lead them, but I also know how to follow when I need to follow. I know how to listen, I know how to follow directions, I know how to say, okay, you running the show, I'm gonna let you run the show. That's a very, very interesting trait to have. Not everybody can take the back seat when they need to take the back seat and recognize, okay, we ain't going nowhere, let me go ahead and take the wheel. Understand when it's time to drive and when it ain't time to drive. That's a wife. Because sometimes husbands fall. You fall back, you get knocked back on your ass. Life throw some shit at you, and you got a woman that can lead and step up and say, okay, I take it from here, daddy. That's the good qualities of a wife. Okay, she's motivating, and which leads me into the next one. She's motivating and encouraging. So while she can be I can take a back seat. Your wife can take a back seat. In doing so, she can lead you and encourage you. When you fall back, when life hits you, some stuff happens, circumstances don't go the way it's planned, she's in your corner. She can motivate you. She can tell you, you know what? I've seen you climb mountains bigger than this. I've seen you get out of binds worse than this. We're going to be okay. Then her leadership skill go kick in, and she gonna come up with some solutions that's gonna blow your mind. That's a wife. That's the ingredients of a wife, okay? Know when to follow and absolutely know when to lead, okay? That is a wife. Ingredients of a wife, okay? She's assertive without being disrespectful. Again, she is assertive. She can speak her mind, tell you what's bothering her, tell you what she wants without being disrespectful. A wife can absolutely tell you, I like this, I need this, I don't want that, this is what I'm hoping from you, blase, blase, without talking down on you, without being disrespectful about it. And women, for those of you who think a man is supposed to read your mind and he's just supposed to know, that is unfair. Because if he walking around wanting sex and he never say nothing, and he tell you, well, you just supposed to know, how you gonna feel about that? The same way. That's unfair. That is unfair for you to try to make somebody read your mind. Point blank, period. And men too. If you ain't talking and letting it be known what's on your mind, what's going on with you, that's unfair. That's absolutely unfair. You shouldn't do that to the spouse or the person that you claim that you love. Be assertive. So the wife, ingredients of a wife, she's assertive without being disrespectful. She values herself. She has self-love. Again, just like in the husband video, she values herself and she loves herself. Understand, if you don't value yourself, somebody else will come and put a price tag on you. Somebody else will serve you dirt and call it love. When you value yourself and you know what you need as far as yourself, how to love me, then I can better communicate, this is what I need to feel loved. Because I give it to myself. Not only that, but when you love yourself, you can pour into somebody else. I pour into myself, now I can pour into you. But if you doing all the pouring and I'm not pouring back because I don't love myself enough to pour into me, that's just exhausting. That's a one way, that's a give and no take, or a take and no give, okay? Either way it goes, that's not the makings of a healthy, reciprocated relationship. And if she's going to be your wife, she has to be okay in her. She can't be clinging on to you and looking for you for all the validation to tell her. No matter how many times you tell her she's beautiful, if she don't believe it, she's not going to act beautiful. You feel me? No matter how many times you tell her she's beautiful, she's intelligent, if she don't believe it herself first, you can say it as much as you want to. If she don't believe it, she's not going to act beautiful. She's not going to act intelligent. And you sit here wondering, like, how can such a beautiful person act so ugly? She don't see it within herself, okay? And that's something that you don't have to move around and let her deal with, because that's not the makings of a wife, okay? That's not going to work, because eventually she's going to be mean-spirited and be hateful and spiteful and resentful and pass that on to your kids potentially. It get real ugly real quick. Okay? The next ingredients of a wife, she's loyal. Like I said about the husband. A lot of people out here screaming loyalty and have no idea what loyalty really looks like. She's loyal. And I might do a whole video on loyalty, so people can really understand how to recognize loyalty. Because people out here yelling they loyal, and what does loyalty really mean? What does it really signify? How do you know if a person's loyal? Yeah, that might be another video, straight up. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all want me to do a video on loyalty and how to recognize a loyal person. Okay, next, she's healthy, she's healed. Again, this goes back to, y'all hear my dog, he mad because I ain't opened the door for him. She's healthy, she's healed internally. Emotional stuff, mama, daddy issues, sister, uncle, cousin issues, she's healed from that. The last boyfriend issues. Oftentimes I tell you, you gotta leave. Erykah Badu said, bag lady, you gonna miss your bus carrying all that stuff. You gotta let that go, because you can't keep carrying that from the next man. Men are not created equal. Ladies, all men are not created equal. So what the last dude did to you was for your growth, but it was not meant for you to keep carrying and to punish the next dude. No, it's for you to learn from it and then move on. Once you get your lesson, you can move on accordingly with that lesson learned. But if you carrying that hurt and that weight, you ain't gonna be good for nobody, okay? Sometimes you just gotta let shit go. That's another video. Get over it, okay? Men and women alike, get over it. Let me let this dog out real quick, because he mad at me because I need to open the door for him. All right. So, ingredients of a wife. I got a whole list, y'all. I tried to keep it to the point. She's understanding. Your wife is understanding, okay? I've had men, when I was married, my husband would work really odd shifts. At one point, he worked 3 jobs. So I hardly saw my husband. But I was understanding of where we were and what season we were in. I didn't bitch, I didn't complain, I didn't throw a tantrum because I didn't get to see my husband like I wanted to. I was understanding that he needs rest, he needs sleep. He's working a lot. I'm understanding of circumstances, situations, women, ingredients of a wife. You have to be understanding. If you don't understand, understand, and overstand your man, how you gonna be there for him? How you gonna hold him, lift him up, encourage him? How you gonna be motivating if you don't understand it? You gotta be understanding of what he's dealing with. And oftentimes, especially if you got a black man, you better learn how to uplift and encourage, especially if you got a black man. Because society don't love black men. Something as simple as that. You got to be understanding that it's really hard for certain men, certain groups of men, specifically black and Hispanic. But if society said one thing, you're going to have to come a little harder as a woman and as a wife. That's a level of understanding the needs of a man, that men have feelings too. So when you hurt his feelings, you genuinely hurt his feelings. Now they don't show their emotions like we do, because they don't operate both left brain and right brain like we do. So either they're going to be logical or emotional, not simultaneously like women. So we have to be understanding of who he is as a man. So your wife absolutely is going to be understanding of you. You, man, you. Your wife, the ingredients of a wife, she's self-discipline and self-control. Again, I said in the husband video, it go both ways. Self-discipline and self-control. When your woman is disciplined, she ain't gonna spend all your money. When your woman is disciplined and got self-control, she's not gonna cheat. She's not gonna fall victim to the dude that, at the gym that's telling her how good she look and all the other yin yang and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. She got enough self-control to know, no, I'm good with what I got at home. I'm happy with where I'm at. there's a certain that requires self-control and discipline. I often tell my single brothers, my single men, if her hair is on fleek, her hair, I don't even know if y'all use the word fleek no more, but if her hair is always slayed and laid and dyed and fried, whatever, she always stepping out in red bottoms. She got a middle class luxury car. I call it middle class luxury because there's people who want to look like they got money but really ain't got no money because they can't afford the Bentleys and the Rolls Royce, but they buy a Lexus or a Mercedes or Jaguar. Like, them cars is like middle class luxury to me. Like, you want to look like you got money but you can't really afford a Bentley. That's middle class luxury. She was stepping out of red bottoms and got a Louis Vuitton on her back but she eat ramen noodles for lunch. Stay away from her. Stay away from her. No self-control. No self-discipline. And it leads me to my next point. Lack of priorities. Priorities all out of order. If she pays $700 for some hair, but she eat ramen noodles for lunch, y'all know them 3-minute noodles you put in the microwave, you heat them up in 3 minutes and they ready to eat. What is that? Her kids ain't eating good, she ain't eating good, but she looked the part. Her priorities are out of order. She will drain your bank account. That's not somebody that you're gonna build with. Now, I'm not saying if she got it, her kids eating steak and lobster, she eats steak and lobster and she still looking good. Hey, that's a winner. Know the difference. Okay, that's a winner. Gotta know the difference. But priorities. If it's more important that she ain't got a house, she don't own shit, but her hair is always done, her nails always done, her priorities out of order. She ain't never got no money, but she drive a Lexus. Her priorities out of order. No, and she looking to you to pay all her bills. Her priorities out of order. The ingredients of a wife, her priorities are in order. Her kids are taken care of properly. She go to work every day. She's level-headed. Okay, that's priorities got to be right. She has her own identity. The next ingredient, she has her own identity. Okay, regardless of her circle of influence, she identifies with self. She understands who she is. And she's not strongly influenced by her circle. Because if you meet her friends and all of them are negative and dog you out, and it's only a matter of time, birds of a feather flock together. If you want an eagle, you better be searching for eagles. Okay? She has her own identity, and that's going to be vital in your marriage, because when y'all get bored with each other, she can go off and do whatever she do that she enjoy, and she don't lose sight of who she is. And the same thing for you, husband. You can go do the things that you enjoy, and you don't lose sight of who you are. As long as y'all still respecting each other, respecting boundaries, and respecting your marriage, that's fine. Okay, and this will probably be a 2-part video because it's long. But the next ingredient, she's naturally positive. Naturally. She's just a positive person. She's just fun to be around, fun to talk to. That's going to be vital when you start going through stuff, you're trying to go through life, and you have somebody positive. If somebody looking at you and they saying, this ain't going to work. But damn, we ain't even tried it yet. Can we at least try it and see? That's exhausting. Okay? I know a lot of women not positive. They see the bad in everything. Now, it's one thing to be realistic, but even being realistic, like, this don't look good now, but I'm still working towards something better. That's positive. Okay, that's a positive outlook. Some people got it going on and they still like, this ain't it. Like, what? Okay. Next ingredient. she's not entitled. She don't act entitled. What I mean, your wife, when I say your wife, your future wife don't act entitled, when I started hearing a man supposed to, yeah, okay, sorry about that. Got the kids here. Mama duties. So, the last ingredient of a wife, she's not entitled. This is important in the sense of when I hear a woman start with a man supposed to. A man supposed to do. And for the life of me, they say a man's supposed to do this, a man's supposed to do that, a man's supposed to be. And then I respond with, okay, so what is a woman supposed to do? And they draw a blank. That's a woman that's entitled. She thinks she's supposed to do very little while the man or the husband do astronomical things. Not healthy. Not the ideal wife. Not the makings of an individual who's going to build with you. She's going to be lazy and allow you to go bend over backwards and do all this stuff while she has to do very little. That's the individual that's entitled. They think they deserve something they really don't deserve. They think they ain't got to do nothing while you do everything. That's not anybody you're going to be able to build with. That's not anybody you're going to be able to grow with. That's not anybody you want to share and align yourself with. Because in essence, the Bible says the two shall become one. If her mindset is you got to do everything and I'm going to sit here and do nothing, y'all not becoming one at all. Not at all. Okay? So, talk to me. I love y'all. Tell me what you think. Yeah. I'm going to leave it there. Bye.